Hello, my friends. It is Sunday afternoon, and I'm about to paint my nails for the work week. So I thought I'd hit record. We can do a paint your nails with me. If you have not checked the time, this is going to be a long video, just an FYI. So this would be a great time if you want to paint your nails along with me. That would be great. You can also bring out a cup of tea, cup of coffee, really whatever you like. So I brought out my little nail wheel because I could not decide on combinations, and oftentimes when I cannot decide, I'd rather play around on the nail wheel first before putting everything on my nails, just to get an idea of what I want to do. So what I did though decide on is the main color that I want to wear, which is from Cirque colors. This was on my fall winter seasonal rack. It's called Empire State of Mind. It is a very dark blackened burgundy, and it's really beautiful. So you can see a little bit of the tone here, right in this little part here, but it does end up looking this dark on the nails. It's gorgeous. This one will probably take 2 to 3 coats, I think. So primarily this will be on all the nails, but then on the ring finger I can top Empire with something else, just to add a little bit of sparkle. And so I brought out these 3 polishes. Out of the 3, this is my favorite. I love this one. It has the darker base, a little bit less of the shimmer. The shimmer's not as flashy, but I really do like the darker base. So by itself, I like wearing it at 3 coats, to where the other 2, I much prefer using them as toppers. So those are right over here. This one is the Sinful Colors one. You can see how much darker it is compared to the other 2. So it's called Nutcracker. And then Space Cadet from ORLY, another old one. These 2 are the oldest in my collection. This one, I think I've had it maybe 5 years. These, I think I've had them. I know I've had them far longer than that. Space Cadet, the little shimmer is just stronger. There's more shimmer in the space. The base is also grayed out though, but it's a little bit lighter compared to the one from Sinful Colors. I do not though like wearing this by itself because it makes my hands look dirty. There's something in this, I'm not quite sure what it is. So I don't like wearing it by itself, so oftentimes I do put it over top of something else. Similar situation with this finger paints one. It's called Surreal Sunset. The difference in this one, let's bring all 3 out here. So the Sinful Colors one has less of the shimmer, not as bright, darker base. And then Space Cadet has more of that pink flash going on. It's really beautiful, but it also has that bronziness going on and the golden tones. It's really pretty. And then the one from Finger Paints has more of that bronze, less of the pink compared to the ORLY polish. I did put them over top of Empire to decide which one, and I gotta tell you, I don't really like Nutcracker over top of the darker base. I prefer it by itself because I think it takes away from the shimmer. But I do love these 2, which I knew I would because I've tried these over dark bases over Empire. Here though, this is the one I'm gonna go with, which is the KB Shimmer polish. This is called Leaf of Faith, and it's right over here by itself at what is this, 2-3 coats, something like that. But then I put it over top of Empire, and I dinged the little nail, excuse that. I put it over top of Empire. I think it takes away from the beauty of all the glistening of the glitter, so I may not do that. It also looks a little more holiday, like Christmas holiday though. And then here it is layered with another KB Shimmer polish, which is Take It or Leave It, which is an autumnal multi-shifting foil flaky. And so I think this is the route that I'm gonna go. I added 1 coat of this, 1 coat of this, and then another coat of this. We'll layer and see how much more if I do additional coats, but that's what it ended up being here on my little nail wheel. It does hide a lot of the autumnal colors, but you know, it's okay. We'll play. So let's start with Empire here. If this turns out to be way too long, I may actually do a voiceover just to save a little bit on time at least. And I'm trying not to be too messy because I cannot for the life of me find my Twinkle Tea cleanup brush. Oh no, 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 no. I don't want to do that. Hold on. And this type of color is just not the easiest to clean. So the least amount of cleanup, the better for me. And then going in with Leaf of Faith, which is the one with the hexes. This is such a pretty polish. I have not worn it in forever. I don't want to flood this, so let's be careful and see. Let's try to be a little cautious here. My daughters, they're so funny, and my husband, they saw that I was editing a video and recording and stuff, and they got so excited because they know how much I love it. And then my kids, they're so funny, they're like, Mom, you should do a decorate for Christmas video. I love decorating the house so much. So I may actually do that. That would be fun. Incorporate a little bit of different content on this channel aside from polish. And I have so much fun decorating the home. I went a little light on Thanksgiving just because I was so tired. I mentioned in my fall seasonal rack that I had no energy, and I really did not have energy for anything. The beginning of the school year, if you did not know, I work for the school district, was just insane. There's a lot going on, new systems, new structure of things, and it was just a lot. And so I was worn out. And oftentimes at the beginning of the school year, we also work from home when, after the day is over, just to try to keep up with the volume. But I love my job. I love it so much. So it's worth it. I'm excited also because this is the last week before our Thanksgiving break. Much needed. We did have a fall break, so we have a fall break. When was it? In October? So that was really nice. I'm wondering if I should do that little glitter here, but I kind of want it on a single nail. I don't know. We'll see. I may actually just do it on the ring finger. I hope that was in view the entire time, guys. My husband had to fix this tripod and kind of play with it a little bit because let's go like that. Okay, I'm trying not to get too close to my cuticle because the little holder for the phone was not oh no, what am I doing? Was not holding. It was loose and it didn't want to tighten up, and so it doesn't hold the phone face down, which is the reason why I bought this tripod a while ago. So he's literally, it's holding with a rubber band. I didn't want to buy another one. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, is that good? I'm gonna send up a little bit just because I want to make sure that this thing is actually focused. I'm so nervous that it's not. All right. And it doesn't help that my vision is getting worse and worse. It hasn't been a year since my prescription was updated, and I'm already struggling with my vision at work, which is not good because we're always on the computer, on the laptops. Oh no, don't mess up, do me good. The least amount of cleanup I need to do, the better. You know why I'm messing up is because I'm not anchoring my finger like I usually do. It's alright. This is such a gorgeous color. I have not worn this in a long time. This is so pretty. Yeah, so this is, anyways, this is our last week before Thanksgiving break. We're gonna have our gathering at work. I think midweek, around midweek or so, our department is. And I'm gonna take turkey legs that I buy from Walmart every single year. I usually buy it for like our Thanksgiving family dinner. Not everybody wants turkey, so I take the legs because they're so good, and that way I don't have to buy a whole turkey because not everybody wants to have turkey. And the turkey legs that I get at Walmart, they're so good. They have gone up in price a ridiculous amount. I think the price started going up a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, I used to be able to buy them for $5, and now they're $8. Last year they were no different. I think they're a little bit more expensive this year, but last year they were still pretty pricey. FYI, and I don't think I mentioned this, but the Colores de Carol Elm Street Dust Stain, I mentioned that polish in my fall winter rack, and I was wearing it in that video. It is a stainer, and I had to buff my nail, which I don't usually like to do. Oopsie. I don't usually like to buff my nails, but I'm breaking all the rules now because whatever gets me the fastest result. So I'll be taking anyways the turkey legs, which are super good. You just stick them in the oven. They're pre-cooked, but I do stick them in the oven still just to heat them up. And then I'm gonna make my cranberry sauce, homemade cranberry sauce, because I don't like the one from the can. Let's not load this up too much. You guys will have to let me know if you guys are decorators as well, if you like going all out for the holidays. Did I share a video here? I think I shared one on my TikTok. I TikTok once in a while. I'm just not a huge short form video. I like the lengthier videos. That's what I like watching as well. And so once in a while I will make a little TikTok related video. Most of it is polish related. I don't have very many videos on there. But it's the same, whoops, sorry. It's the same name if you guys are on TikTok. And I think I shared shorts on there for Christmas decorations. I get a lot of inspiration from Pinterest. I'm super late on Pinterest. I have always just gone to Google Images, but then, oh my god, pay attention. But I started going on there to check out mainly like home decor stuff, to get ideas, because I'm not the best decorator. I need inspiration. And so I'm now a fan of Pinterest. Just took me a minute to get on it. I've had an account for a while, I just never really used it. I know some people like going on there for manicure inspirations. I haven't really checked that out too much. I mainly check out fashion and home decor. That's what I utilize it for. But you guys will have to let me know if you like decorating your home, what your style is. Do you like the traditional? I like a little mix of traditional, but I want it to be a little bit more, almost a little dark and whimsical. What was it called? Cottage core? Something core. I think it's cottage core. I like the cottage vibe in the home. And I just have a blast. We've been collecting little village stuff for years. So my kids will usually put the little village together since they were small. And then what else? And then we have 3 trees, 2 of the pencil, what is it called, the little slim trees. I need to see, hold on, give me 1 second here, I can't see. So anyways, we have 3 trees. We have a double living room, so one of the slim trees, pencil trees I think is what they're called, goes on one side of the living room by our couch, and then our bigger Christmas tree goes on the other side of the living room where we have our dining table in front of the fireplace. And then we have another one by our coffee bar. So we have like the breakfast area. We don't utilize it as a breakfast area. We utilize it as a coffee bar area. Oh my god, I just bumped my nail. And so so we have our dining table in front of the fireplace. It looks so nice. I love it. I love the place. And we like 4 years later we figured out how to place our furniture. It took so long. It felt like it took so long. But anyways, each tree is decorated in a different way. The one by our dining room is a little bit more traditional, a little bit more glam, I would say. Also has a little bit more of that sparkle. And then the one in the living room, the other living room, is more is that the one that has like the elk? I don't know. One of them has more cottage. It's cottage inspired. And then the other one, we put our dough ornaments, which my husband and I have been collecting since our oldest daughter was really small. And some of those ornaments we still have to this day. Okay. Oh my god. I think I'm messing this one up. It's okay. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna go in with this guy. Take it or leave it. While that's drying, actually, I'm going to do a little cleanup. Okay. I went downstairs because I had to get paper towel. I forgot to get that. Okay, let's try to clean up a little bit. I have to be careful because this brush is not ideal for cleanup, but it'll have to do. I don't know where the heck I put my brush. Oh man. This is like the biggest brush in the world. And with my sight, oh my word. It's not ideal. I just want to try to round it out a little bit. It always makes a difference. Cleanup is, I think, cleanup and the top coat is where the magic happens. But even if you add top coat and don't do cleanup, it just doesn't look as good in my opinion. So this is the part that I think makes the biggest difference. Let's see, I got polish right in that little nook right there. Let's try to get that. Okay, I may need one more coat of this. I feel like some nails need it and others don't, but if one nail gets 3 coats, they all get 3 coats because it just feels wrong. So let's try to, and hopefully I won't have to clean up too much after. I remember when my daughters used to decorate the tree, because we've always let them decorate the tree, and they still do. But when they were smaller, all the ornaments would end up at the base. I would try to help. For the most part, we left most of them wherever they put them, just because they had a blast putting them there. But then I would go in with additional ornaments to try to balance that tree out a little bit. And now they're just so big, they know how to do it themselves. They have a blast. We make some hot chocolate and make a whole day of it. Really, it's a whole day. The mantle alone takes me a while because I do go all out. And then it takes me a couple of tries sometimes to get what I envisioned. You know, right, just right, the way I saw it in my head, the way I envisioned it. It takes a minute for it to come to life. Ooh. And then my husband is the one that usually does majority of the stuff outside, but then I go in and adjust in the end. Just to make sure. He's great at getting all the techie and electrical stuff put out, but placement wise is where I come in. Okay, I think that's as good. I may do a little bit more cleanup in a little bit, but for now that's good enough. All right, so we're going in with the 3rd coat here. And I need to do a little bit more cleanup after that. I'm going to add a little bit of this one to my ring finger before I move on to my other hand, just so it has a little time to dry before I go in with the last coat of the other KB shimmer. And let me remove some of that so it doesn't completely overpower. I think I covered a little too much. Maybe I should have just done this couple coats of this one and one thin coat of the KB shimmer. That may have been best, but we're here now. For our the fall break, we took a very short trip to San Antonio. It was sometime in October, And it was the best time to go. The weather was nice. We stayed right off of the Riverwalk in one of the hotels. And it was the best time to go. We've been there before, but it's so crowded. It was crazy. I could not, there was too many people. You couldn't even see the ground, like nothing. And really how beautiful the Riverwalk is. You couldn't really see it because it was just so many people when we went. So going in October was great because there wasn't a lot of people out. We got to visit the Alamo. And then we went a little further east and visited the taverns, something Wonders Taverns or something. They're caves. That was great. There were people, but there weren't that many people, which was awesome. So I felt like we could really enjoy everything. And then we also went to a restaurant. What is it called? It's a cafe, like a panaderia, I think it's called. And I didn't know this. It was down the street from the hotel we stayed at. I didn't know this, but when I was looking up reviews and looking up videos on YouTube for it, I guess Guy Fieri featured it on the diners, drive-ins, and dives. And it was popular before, and then it just blew up after that. And that was so good. Oh my god, that restaurant was delicious. We took extra bread to bring home. I'm still recovering from that trip. Everything we ate, it was really good. And then we were supposed to go to Austin, and we were making our way there. But on the way there, but on the way there, I wanted to stop by the Dooney and Burke flag store. And it was kind of overwhelming. I'm used to shopping for Dooney bags online. And years ago, Macy's used to carry them. Have a couple bags from them from, I don't know, the twins were tiny, they were small, they were babies, they were still in a car seat, their baby car seat. And so I'm gonna go in with a coat of, what is it called, Leaf of Faith. And most every other bag that I bought from them has been online, but it was nice seeing the bags in person. I'd never been to a flag store before. And I ended up walking out with a bag. I didn't go with plans on buying. I wanted to see, and if I saw something that I like, because I do have some bags hearted on my account online. I ended up walking out with the Cameron, which is one that I had on my wish list, but it looks so similar in shape to the Zip Satchel. And I'd been looking for just an all black bag. And once I saw it, the one that was on display actually was, I messed up this nail. The one that was on display was a red one. I don't remember the name of that one. They had a natural one, and then they had the, I think it's called Ecru, which is the white one. But I was looking for an all black one. My husband really liked the red one. It's funny because he pointed it out first, and I said, yeah, I have that one on my hearted, but because it looks so similar to the Zip, I'd been sitting on it for a minute. And I told them, no, I don't think I'm going to take it because I want an all black bag, and they didn't have one on display. And he said, well, let's just ask. So we asked the sales lady, and she was so gracious to go to the back and get it for us. It was a little almost faded in some parts, and so she cleaned it up really well. She cleaned it up really well for us, and I've been wearing that bag for like 3 weeks. Pretty much like a month, I think, almost. I try not to wear it when it's raining because it's all Florentine. So, and I have an all Florentine, their Florentine satchel in natural in the mini, I think it is. And it is such a delicate bag. I breathe on it and it gets a mark. So I thought, well, let me try black because I have a brown Timoro satchel, and it seems like the brown Timoro just withstands a little bit more, it tolerates more than the natural color. And so I thought, well, let me try the black, and yep, it withstands a little bit more. Now mine has some scratches now, very minor, but oh no, what is that? Oh, is that a little fussy? You have got to be kidding. Where did you come from? No, guys. Where did it come from? Get off. Oh, Lord Christ. Why? Why? Oh, God. Now I've messed it all up. Oh, my God. I'm trying to fix it. Look at what I did. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna let it settle a little bit. What up? Is that a little fuzzy? I think so. Okay, we'll see. I may need to do that nail again. Dang it. Ooh. Okay, stop messing with it. Anyways, the black in Cameron. Psh, love the bag. So good. The all black just looks so good with everything. But I'm gonna switch it out this week because it's time. So I'll probably switch out to, what is it, the Barlow in the monogram. What is it called? It has the Greta print in brown Timoro. I love that one too. There's too many bags I love from them. They're just such good quality bags. I love them. And they're expensive, but not too expensive, you know? They are expensive. To me, any bag that's like $50 and over is expensive. Just because for the longest time I was not a bag lady, and now I've become a bag lady. But I don't want to have too many bags. Ooh! Oh my God, guys, I'm making a mess of things, and that's not good. No good, no good. I just spilled my acetone. You know, this is real life. This is what happens. It's gonna eat through the paint, but oh well. I am clumsy. Okay. See if we can get this together here. Did I put top coat on this? I don't remember. I probably did. I may have. Okay, well, that's done. I don't know. I have like another little fussy here. I don't know where these things are coming from. They're taunting me. Maybe because I'm wiping my brush on this paper towel. Could be. All right, let's see. How is this one looking? Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I'm gonna feel so good with my manicure. I wasn't wearing any polish for the first month and a half of fall. And it's just such a different feeling when you do your nails. You feel more, I don't know. I personally feel like, okay, now I'm complete. I'm put together. Some people feel put together with just a clean manicure, right? Like just a top coat or something, or nothing on. For me, it's I have to have my nails done. I could look raggedy everywhere else except for my nails. Let's see if I can put something over this, because now it's become a little bit, you see that? A little bit dull. You guys are gonna see all the mistakes in this video, because let's see if I can fix that. And hopefully it'll dry well. Okay, so now that I put top coat on that one, I have to put top coat on a second top coat on everything, because I gotta have things even. It bothers me. Okay, let's do this one. So anyways, like I said, we stopped at the Dooney store, but our plan was to go to Austin, and we didn't even make it to Austin. We were so tired, we ended up just driving home at the end of it all. You know what it is? I think it's because my fan is on. Is it too strong? Usually I don't like having it that strong, but I think I forgot to tone it down a little bit. But I heard Austin has really good food, so we were hoping to stop by there. But after the taverns, we just kind of not the taverns, the cavern, yeah, taverns. I think that's what it's called. I forget. The Wonders or whatever it's called. This is gonna be a very thick manicure, I guess, because we're doing 2 coats of sesh. I don't usually like to do 2 coats of sesh off the bat. On follow-up days, I usually like to go in, if I touch it up a little bit, which I haven't been doing lately, but if I do, I'll go in with a thin coat of the OPI top coat. But you know what? The 3 top coats that I have from OPI, I bought them at a TJ Maxx, and this is now my second time that I've experienced this with these top coats from there. They kind of stay a little sticky, almost like a sticky base coat. It's the weirdest thing. So I won't be buying my OPI top coat from them for a while, until I don't know what's happening. But it's just not working out for me. Let's see. That is so pretty, layered with the KB Shimmer one. You can tell there's flakies, but the autumnal colors are not really coming through as much. Let's see. Let me stand up so I can see what I'm showing you here. Can see them a little bit, but not that much. See, I think I fixed this nail, so I think we'll be all right. You guys will tell me if you like Dooney bags. My older sister got me into them years ago. And I mentioned before, I never used to be a bag lady. I stuck to the same bags for years. I have my Dooney, is it the letter carrier or something like that? And then I had one of their chevron satchels with the natural leather trim, and it's like the chevron is white and like an orangey red. Stuck to those, plus the Burberry tote that I've had for years. I used that even when the girls were small. I used it as a kind of like a diaper bag, especially when the girls got a little bit older, where I didn't need to carry a whole diaper bag, just a couple things like wipes and a pull-up here and there. Came in handy for that. And then some vintage little bags that I have from the thrift store. But my older sister is the one that got me into the Dooney bags, because she's been a lover of Dooney forever, as long as I've known, I can remember really. And so I knew I wanted to expand what I had, because the bags that I have are old and they're kind of falling apart. And so I most definitely wanted to buy more bags from Dooney, because I've had such a great experience with them. I always say, if a bag survives me, it's good quality, because I'm not the best handbag mom. I toss my bags everywhere. I don't want the bag to be fussy. I don't want to have to take care of it too much, which is why I have such a hard time with the natural mini satchel from Dooney. I still wear it though, because I wear all my bags. It is what it is, right? But I don't want to have the baby bags. I know their Florentine leather is really popular, and it is really beautiful and all of that, but their what is it called, their pebble leather is where for me it's at, because it is such a carefree material. I do not ever have to be careful with it. My letter carrier is looking rough, I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's been through it, but again, I never cleaned it, never conditioned it, never anything. I just bought some products to clean it up and condition it a little bit. One of the liners from the pockets inside is ripped a little bit. The thread has come apart because I was never too cautious with it and stuff. But point is that considering what I've put the bag through, it's done well by me. If you guys want me to show you the Cameron one, I can do that, or a bag video or whatever. I'm not an expert on handbags at all, but I can show you what I have. Okay, so manicure is done. I'm still gonna let it dry a little bit longer, just in case, but I think it looks so pretty. See if maybe there. Little staining, but that's okay. It'll go away with time. Oh, I'm so happy with it. It's super simple, but really pretty with that accent nail. Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I know this was a long one, guys. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.